Hey, good morning, everybody. I just want to visit with you just a moment. I normally come out here on my back porch in the mornings and sit right here and drink coffee and, read and just do some thinking and praying and stuff. But this morning I did sit there for a little while, but then Shelby came out and I was thinking she sat right there in that chair, and she typically does. But this when she came out, I got up and moved, not because she came out, but because I thought for a moment, you know what, I'm going to just sit over here in these chairs for a moment. And so I did, and I sat down here in this chair, and I got a different perspective of some things. And in just a few minutes, Shelby got up from this chair right here, began to walk down here, and came over to this little place. Before she came out, I was thinking about all the different things that she's planted out here. Every one of them have been touched by her hand, placed in a certain place, according to her design and her mind, her heart. And she babies them. She gives them the things that they need to grow, root starter, different things. And then she has these inanimate objects like this little fat chicken and just this little bird right here. There's a little frog right there. There's a little butterfly right there, an ant on the other side that you can't see, little frog here, little owl right there, just all sorts of things that she places where she wants them, and she nurtures that area. She nurtures every one of these plants, and takes the time to guide the kids around where they should not be. She's very much wanting to make sure that her plants are taken care of. And so she watches over them, and she'll come out here every day and she'll look at them. And there's one in particular that she's been watching. And so it's this little cactus right here. And she came out here this morning and she said, "Oh man, they're about to bloom." And she said, "I hope they all bloom at the same time." And as you can see, some of these are getting to the point to where they are about to bloom and they're going to blossom out. And at that moment, they're going to bring some real joy to her. And at the same time that she was talking about these blooming and bringing kind of a beauty to her little area back here, she looked over here at listen, I don't know what this is right here, but she looked over here and she noticed that this right here had a little dead head, they call it, and she plucked it off. She pulled off a few of them and she threw them down. Now, it's not because she doesn't love that one. She likes it just as much, but she's nurturing it and taking care of it. She's watching these bloom, but also sort of in a way pruning off the dead stuff of this one. And so I got to thinking about that. A lot of times in our life, we wonder about God and what he's doing in our life. And sometimes we think, God, man, I just don't know what you're doing in my life. I'm just sitting here. But his goal is to nurture us, to plant us where he wants us to be. And he is there watching us, hoping that we'll bloom, bring glory to his kingdom. And in those times when we have the dead things that come up on our lives, he comes along in love and he kind of pulls those away. It's not because he's wanting to hurt us. It's not because he's wanting to put us down or make us to not enjoy life. It's just that he is in the process of helping us to grow, to bring glory and beauty to the world around him, around us, for his sake. And so today, I don't know where God has you. I don't know where he's planted you, but know this: he does love you. And he is nurturing you. He's watching over you. He has given us all the things that we need to grow. And he comes out, and each day he's watching us, and he's there for us, to help us, to guide us, to lead us, to pull off the dead stuff, to rejoice when we blossom out. And so today, know that your God has planted you and designed you for the perfect reason. So live and joy in that. Follow him. Do what you can to honor him. And so I guess the old cliche is bloom where you're planted. So yes, that is fitting today. So God bless you. Have a great day. I do want to add one thing. This Sunday, is going to be our first full Sunday back at church. I know there was several people back last Sunday, but this will be the first full Sunday. We'll have both morning service and evening service, and so they will both be in the sanctuary. Make sure that when you come in, if you want to wear a mask, the mask will be there. I know they're really big masks, but you can fold them in half and you can wear those. And we'll continue to be careful about getting close to one another, too close to one another. But it's a blessing to be able to come back together and to be able to start back in the book of Exodus on Sunday evenings. Chapter 6, we'll be in chapter 6, and we'll probably go through a little short a kind of a reminder of where we've been, and then have an opportunity to get back in that. I look forward to seeing you. God bless you, and have a great week.